Hey everyone, welcome to this section. In this section, we'll discuss regarding the Panorama general settings. So we have this particular Panorama which has been running in your ESXi host and as a virtual machine, and it is going to manage this couple of firewalls, and we will be adding those firewalls as a managed device into this particular Panorama. But before that, we will go ahead and perform some general settings on this particular Panorama appliance. So if you look into the ESXi host, the Panorama is powered up, and it's running, and I want to give you certain inputs for some general settings commands, right? So first thing first, that you should type once the Panorama is been installed and it is powered up, and once the the PAN-OS has been loaded. So the first command is show interface management. So it comes up with the default IP address, so it is 192.168.1.1 by default. And yeah, so right now I have changed the IP address to my topology, which was required as 192.168.1.222. okay, so if you look, the first command should be show interface management. All right, so you can see that the IP address has been changed to 192.168.1.222 over here. Here we go. Right, this IP address has been changed. The default gateway has been set to 192.168.1.1 and the CID ID is /24. You can see the link status, right? 10 gigs full. The duplex is full and it is activated, and it is sending and receiving bytes on this particular management interface. Okay, so looks good at this level. Now also there is a command called as show system info. Let's type this particular command, that is show system info. So you can see the respective details, like the host name is Panorama, which is by default. The IP address I have changed to 192.168.1.222. The mask is as per /24. The default gateway, you can see the model, and this Panorama is licensed, so I've got a serial number. Yeah, so you can see the respective versions, like the device dictionary or the VM mode it is running, right? Licensed device capacity, etc. Operational mode, it's normal. Yep, so my system info is giving me the desired output. Now to go to the configuration mode, so type the command as configure, and these are the different commands that you can type. So first thing first is, let's go to the configuration mode, and you can see that you have entered the edit mode or the configuration mode in the CLI, and you can type this particular command, set device config system IP address. So although my IP is set, but I'm just typing it to make it. So set device config system IP hyphen address, it should be 192.168.1.222 followed by net mask. Okay, that's the system IP, and the mask is done. Next, followed by this command, which is setting up the default gateway, set device config system default gateway to 192.168.1.1. so set device config system default gateway to 192.168.1.1. my default gateway is set. You can set up your primary and secondary DNS servers. So set device config system DNS settings, set device config system DNS setting, servers primary, so it is 8888, and likewise I can configure the secondary DNS server to 4.222. Yeah, you can set up your time zone, you can set up your NTP servers, NTP server IP address. So first command that you can type is set device config system time zone. Based on your local time zone, you can do that. So set device config system time zone. You can give a question mark and see the various time zones that is available, right? So you can press the escape key or press the Q button of your keyboard, and you can exit that, and you can say it is Asia slash is this my time zone. Alright, and likewise you can also configure your NTP servers, right? So set device config system NTP server, set device config system NTP server. So next is NTP server address, which is going to be time dot. Let's say I'm relying on the Google NTP servers. Okay, so it goes with this primary NTP server as time dot google.com. One second. Oh, okay. So that is the new change that has been done on 11.0. So we should give the primary NTP server address first and the syntax, and then the NTP server address command, followed by the NTP server FQDN or the IP address. Okay, likewise you can also use the secondary. So instead of primary NTP server, it should be secondary NTP server, and then you can define, let us say my NTP server is running on 192.168.1.100, and here we go. Right, so you have configured the respective general settings. So the device is configured with an IP, with a mask, the management IP and a mask, the default gateway, the DNS, the time zone, and the NTP settings, and you can do a commit. So let's go ahead and do the commit operation. Let the job gets completed, and then we will verify those IP addresses settings that we have configured. So let's wait for the commit to get completed. Okay, so my commit has been completed, so I can use certain verification commands: show interface management, so show system info, show NTP, and show clock. So as we have seen earlier as well, show interface. So I can actually use the run prompt before the show commands from this configuration mode, or I can actually come back to the operational mode and type my show commands. So show interface management, it gives me the management IP and the respective details that we have seen. Show system info, which we have seen earlier, right? And next command is show clock, so it tells you the clock details over here, and also show NTP, right? Show NTP and show clock, and I can see the time.google.com is reachable, and it is NTP is not synced as of now, but it is using the local clock. That's fine. All right, so these are the different general settings that we have. I hope you can set it up, and please practice it. I will see you in the next video.